From the South Florida Blade 411 Magazine Studios in beautiful downtown Wilton Manors, Florida, this is Queer Channel Weekly News with Paul Leary.
I'm Paul Leary, and thanks for joining us. Here's what's happening. One of South Florida's best-known television anchors is unemployed after his dismissal from WPLG Local 10 News, South Florida's ABC affiliate, and what he says is anti-gay discrimination. Charles Perez, who is openly gay, is joining the ranks of the jobless after what he deems is retaliation for filing a job discrimination complaint against the station's parent company, Post Newsweek. It was a great job. I like being there, but things turned sour, Charles Perez told South Florida Blade hours after his dismissal. They told me it was a series of things that led to the firing. In a statement, WPLG Vice President and General Manager Dave Boylan said he had no real choice other than to terminate Perez's employment contract, and he denies Perez's claim of discrimination. Perez had 2 years left on his contract, and his agent is negotiating a severance package. And Charles Perez, or your agent, if you're watching, Queer Channel is looking for anchors, so give us a call. The American Civil Liberties Union of Florida has reached a partial settlement with the School Board of Nassau County in Jacksonville in a lawsuit filed against the school district earlier this year after the district refused to permit Yulee High's Gay-Straight Alliance to meet on campus. A permanent injunction is issued against the districts prohibiting discrimination against the GSA and forbidding retaliation against students and faculty who are associated with the GSA. The school district will also pay about $40,000 in attorney's fees and court costs associated with the litigation thus far to the ACLU. The Stonewall Library and Archives is inviting the public to participate in a humanitarian trip to Cuba over the Thanksgiving holiday, November 20th through the 28th. The trip is being sponsored by the Bringing Hope Foundation, a non-for-profit relief organization in which participants bring humanitarian supplies to independent, non-governmental charities in Havana and other areas of Cuba. The foundation has been granted a special license by the U.S. Department of Treasury to organize humanitarian missions to deliver much-needed supplies to the Cuban people. Last week's 19th annual Poverello Bowl-a-thon raised an estimated $50,000 for the Poverello Center, which provides food for those afflicted with HIV and AIDS. At press time, $40,000 had been deposited, with another $10,000 expected. On Monday, August 10th, the newly chosen chairman of the Pride of Greater Fort Lauderdale, Terry DiCarlo, submitted his resignation as chairman of the board of the organization due to an illness. PGFL is the group responsible for the Stonewall Pride activities on Wilton Drive and the Wicked Manors Halloween Street Party. During his one-month term as chairman, DiCarlo expressed an interest in increasing cooperation with the board of Pride South Florida, the organization that holds the springtime gay pride activities in Holiday Park. Members of Pride of Greater Fort Lauderdale Board of Directors also attended a recent PSF board meeting and offered a hand of friendship and renewed cooperation. During the last few years, the relationship between the two organizations had become strained, so kudos to those making things good for all of us. In our community date book, Saturday, August 15th, is the 5th annual Petco Chihuahua Races on the hunt for America's fastest pup. Saturday, the regional championship is in Miami. It starts at 9 a.m., and they're looking for the national finals. The big event is at the Miami International Petco in Doral. Taking a big step ahead of their successful launch last month, the second community marketplace and bazaar will take place at the shops in Wilton Manors, just across the street from our studios. That is Sunday, August 16th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and the theme for this month's bazaar is Woodstock, in honor of the anniversary of the legendary 1960s music festival. And on Wednesday, August 19th, the Bears of South Florida have designated SunServe as this month's beneficiary of their monthly California Pizza Kitchen Day. Go to the California Pizza Kitchen on Federal Highway here in Fort Lauderdale, and during that time, 20% of your bill will be donated to SunServe. For all of today's stories and more, you can always log on to southfloridablade.com. I'm Paul Leary. Make the most of the best and the least of the worst. That's my little catchphrase, I forgot.